Now that we've explored how title insurance policies work and the levels of protection they offer, it's equally important to understand what they don't cover. Every title policy, standard or extended, includes a list of exclusions and limitations. These are specific matters that the insurer will not defend or compensate for, even if they affect ownership or property value. Agents who can explain these limitations clearly help manage client expectations and prevent future disputes. Why exclusions exist. Title insurers base their coverage on public records and verified facts existing at the time of policy issuance. Some risks are beyond the control of the insurer, such as future zoning changes or the buyer's own actions after closing. To avoid insuring unpredictable or uninsurable risks, insurers clearly list exclusions in every policy. Exclusions are standard across most title policies and are approved under ARS Title 20, Chapter 2, Article 5, regulated by the Arizona Department of Insurance and Financial Institutions, DIFI. Common exclusions. Here are the most frequent exclusions agents will encounter in Arizona title insurance policies. 1. Governmental regulations and zoning laws. Title insurance does not cover losses resulting from existing or future zoning, building, or land use regulations. For example, if a buyer purchases land in Queen Creek intending to build a duplex, but later discovers the property is zoned for single-family use only, the title policy will not provide compensation. These matters fall under local municipal ordinances and are the buyer's responsibility to verify during due diligence. 2. Eminent domain claims or losses due to government acquisition of property through eminent domain, condemnation are excluded. For example, if the city of Mesa expands a roadway and takes a strip of frontage from a homeowner, the title policy will not pay for that loss because it's a lawful government action under ARS, paragraph 12, 1111. 3. Matters created or agreed to by the insured. The policy does not cover issues caused by the buyer after closing, such as unrecorded liens, unpaid contractor bills, or property disputes that arise from their own actions. Example, a buyer in Glendale hires a contractor but fails to pay for a remodel. The contractor files a mechanic's lien. Because the issue occurred after the policy was issued, it's not covered. 4. Rights of parties in possession, co. If someone occupies or uses the property without a recorded interest, for example, a tenant without a lease, their rights are not insured unless an extended coverage policy or endorsement covers them. Under R428-1101E, agents must disclose known tenants or possession issues to escrow before closing. 5. Survey and boundary matters. Standard coverage does not insure against encroachments or boundary line disputes that a survey would reveal. Example, a buyer in Tucson learns post-closing that a neighbor's fence encroaches 2 feet onto their property. Unless extended coverage or a survey endorsement was issued, this loss is excluded. 6. Environmental and hazardous conditions. Title insurance excludes contamination, pollution, or environmental hazards. These are regulated under federal and state laws, including CERCLA, Comprehensive Environmental Response, Compensation, and Liability Act, and Arizona's Water Quality Assurance Revolving Fund, WCARF, under ARS, paragraph 49, 2A2. Example, if a buyer later discovers buried fuel tanks or soil contamination, the title policy provides no coverage. 7. Taxes or assessments not yet due. Property taxes or special assessments that are not yet due or payable are typically excluded until paid. Escrow prorates these items at closing based on ARS paragraph 42, 12153. Schedule B2 and exclusions. It's important to distinguish between Schedule B2 exceptions and policy exclusions. Schedule B2 exceptions are specific to the property. They identify recorded matters that remain on title. Policy exclusions are universal. They apply to all policies unless removed by endorsement. In short, Schedule B2 deals with known, recordable issues. Exclusions deal with categories of risk the insurer simply does not cover. Arizona case example. A 2017 case from Maricopa County Superior Court illustrates how exclusions function. A buyer purchased commercial land near Tempe Town Lake, later discovering the city's flood control easement prevented certain development. The court upheld the title Insurer's Exclusion, ruling that zoning and land use restrictions were public knowledge and not insurable risks. This case reinforces a key point for agents. Title insurance confirms ownership but does not guarantee development rights or land use. How agents can help. Agents should never promise that title insurance will cover everything. Instead, they can encourage buyers to review exclusions in their title commitment. Recommend professional advice for zoning, environmental, or boundary concerns. Document disclosures in writing per R428-1101E. Explain that exclusions are not defects. They're simply outside the insurer's scope of protection. Example. An agent representing a Phoenix investor buying vacant land explains, the title policy protects ownership, but it won't cover zoning or environmental issues. You'll want to confirm with the city and maybe order an environmental report before closing. That kind of statement both educates the client and fulfills the agent's duty to communicate material facts. Key takeaways. Title policies include standard exclusions for matters such as zoning, governmental regulations, eminent domain, unrecorded possession rights, survey discrepancies, and environmental conditions. These exclusions are approved by DeFi and outlined under ARES Title 20. Agents must help clients understand what is and isn't covered, disclose any known issues, and guide them to professionals for specialized advice.